I don't usually do this. I usually record before I've even gotten up, but last night was so bad that I don't want to forget a second of it. I want to record it because something is truly going bad in my brain. I fell asleep okay, but in 2 hours, I was awake. Heart palpitations, burning skin, electricity through my body. I somehow fell back to sleep. To wake up maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours later with it even worse. Completely covered, feeling like somebody was blowing a blowtorch on me. And it was not hot in my bedroom. It was actually very cold in my bedroom, but I felt like somebody was blowing a torch on me. Throwing the cover, my skin was on fire. Tingling, burning, electricity. I couldn't I mean, it wasn't anxiety as much as it was my body was just feeling horrific. I did doze off one more time after that for a very short amount of time. I'm sorry. I'm just so scared and disappointed and don't know where to turn to get help. I can't keep battling these nights and mornings. I can't. Because my body's just, I'm telling you, I keep telling you, my brain's gonna crack. I'm gonna crack. So I just wanted to come on here and tell you about it. The sleep I got was so not even measurable. And it was interrupted with these horrific physical symptoms that were, I just can't understand what does this to a body. What is going on in my body that makes me wake up with this tingling, burning, myoclonic jerks? Is it all mental? Is my brain so on fire that it's just affecting every part of my body now that I can't? Well, I got to get up now because that's what I do. I don't stay in bed because I got to get up. And in a couple hours, we have to go to that appointment, take my mother to her appointment. So hi, I'm back. I apologize for the first post, but I had to make it real. I had to let you know. My nights have been bad in the past, but last night I would characterize it as a horrific, terrifying nightmare.
I don't know what is going on in my body and my brain, but it's not good. And I had posted on the LDN board in regards to the hair loss, and even the administrator linked me to the research papers on hair loss and LDN. It's the opposite. It's the complete opposite. LDN produces hair growth. They use it for alopecia. They use it for everybody. And I mean, I'm talking, I don't know, I didn't count. A ton of responses. Every single one of them. No, it's growing my hair. My hair's thicker than it's ever been. No, my hair, I'm getting new hair growth. Where I had hair loss, it's coming in. So it can't be the LDN. So what is it? What would make my hair fall out by the handfuls? Could stress? I mean, I've been stressed for 5 years. I don't, like I said earlier, I don't feel like it's all of a sudden gotten way worse. I know that with my mother in the last couple months, I've had days that I felt like, oh, this is it. The string's gonna break. I'm a small thread. The thread's gonna break because there's not much left. But overall, this has just been me. And like today, because of all last night and how I just suffered throughout the night, feeling like somebody was putting a blowtorch on me. And believe me, the heat was off in our house. Our bedroom was probably between 58 and 60 degrees in our bedroom. It was not hot in my bedroom. My husband had all the blankets and the comforter all over him, and I'm over there feeling like this. But you knew it's a different kind of heat. It's this internal burning skin kind of thing. And because of that, my stomach is in knots this morning. I feel very anxious. I feel very wired. And I have to take my mom to her appointment later. So I was just sitting here thinking, you know what, Lainey, you're going to have to take another Klonopin. You're going to have to take a little bit more Klonopin to get through this afternoon. And then the other half of Lainey, the Lainey on this shoulder, says, no, just hold off. Just hold off. Just hold off. What's the worst that's going to happen? So that's what I'm doing. Picking hair off myself all day long. My husband said the same thing again this morning. He goes, all I do is pick your hair off myself. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm shedding. It's shedding season. So that's my update. I feel like I have to keep sighing, taking deep breaths, because I feel like I hate this feeling. But my head's not wonky like yesterday yet. It will get wonky, but it's not wonky because it's being replaced by the wiredness right now. I will check in with you guys later. Hope you're all doing a whole heck of a lot better than me, and I really do pray for each and every one of you. I try to use each of your names. Do I get specific with each prayer? No, because I would be praying for hours and hours. But the Lord knows. When I lift up your name, He knows what your need is. So I want you to know I'm praying for each of you who have reached out to me and, have made a connection with me personally. Oh, boy, do we need prayer, right? Okay. I'll talk to you. Oh, little sidebar, because this is my Twinkle. By the way, we see Twinkle May 11th. The doctor named Twinkle. I really should try to get her on my vlog so you can meet a person whose name is Twinkle. Anyways, my daughter called from Florida. They're over in the Panhandle. for their vacation this week, and she called and just let me know how the week has gone. They're going to get on the road tomorrow afternoon to come home, blah, blah, blah. And she mentioned that, I don't know when, but if it was their ride down there, or they were all in the car at some point, and she said, and lo and behold, don't the kids start arguing about whose turn it is when they get back home to spend the day with Gammy. She goes, Mom, it's hilarious to listen to them. The three older ones, the baby can't talk really yet, but the three older ones, no, it's my turn. I'm pretty certain it's my turn. No, you don't understand, Lincoln. You went last time. No. It goes Lincoln, Livy, Preston. And Preston's like, I know it's my turn. She goes, and so they're like, Mommy, whose turn is it to go spend the day with Gammy? And she's like, and I honestly didn't know. She goes, so whose turn is it? And I go, it's Olivia's. And she goes, okay, because as soon as we pull into our driveway at home, Sunday afternoon, that's the first thing she's going to say is, okay, call Gammy, I'm going over to her house. I'm like, that's my twinkle, that my grandkids do that. It makes me feel good. I just wish I could feel better. Okay. I think this is the air hunger thing that I'm having right now, because I've had this a lot in the past. I feel like I just can't get enough air. And I check my oxygen O2 level, and it's always, in the normal range. So it's just this, was it babesia that causes the air hunger? Who knows? I'll check in with you guys later. Bye. Hi. I'm waiting for my husband to get home so we can go get my mom, and I just my head is getting really wacko again. I feel very off balanced, and like my drain is clogged. How's that for a description? My drain is clogged in my brain. And so I came up on my bed to do a little crocheting while I'm waiting, because I can't watch any more, I couldn't watch any more vlogs or do anything on my computer. All that was making my head worse. So just sitting here trying to do a little crocheting, and I don't know what to do other than complain to you. And so, yep, the brain is getting cotton mouthed again. So I pray that this goes okay. I'm freezing, but that's because it's freezing out. And I had the heat on earlier this morning just to warm up the house a little bit, but then I turned it back off because it's the end of April. But it is freezing in my house, and my hands are like ice. So I'm sure when I come home later, I'll turn on my space heater and have I could put my electric heating pad on me right now to warm me up. All right. Check in with you guys later. Bye. Hi. I tried vlogging when I first got home, and it was a disaster, so I just deleted it. After my mother's appointment, you have to forgive me, my head is really bad. Then we went to the grocery store, and she stayed in the car with my husband while I went in and got her groceries. It's the same things over and over again. And I was really spaced out and bad, but I've done it before like that, so. And then we took her back to her apartment, and
I had to unpack the groceries and do some other things. And sorry. And I had 3 episodes of literally thought I was going to fall to the floor. The dizziness got so bad. I thought I was going to go into vertigo attack. It scared the living crap out of me. My mother had started talking crazy again, as always, and I was trying to... She started talking to me that she had talked to my dead brother just yesterday. She doesn't know he's dead, by the way. We never told her he passed away because it was too much trauma, and she wouldn't remember anyways. So we just, as a family, we decided not to tell her when he passed. So she's sitting there telling me, Gary is his name. I talked to him and he told me I'm moving. And I'm like, and I can't tell her you didn't talk to Gary because he's dead. But I'm just saying, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't live around here. You're not moving, Mom. This is where you live. Please stop it. You live here. You're going to stay here. You're not going anywhere. And next thing I know, the room is spinning on me. And told Sid, you got to get me home. You got to get me home right now. So I came home, got into bed and started crying. And I was crying my eyes out, begging God to take me home. Because I don't want to live in this fear. I don't want to be in fear, in pain and suffering. And I just cried and cried and cried. And I tried to vlog it, and then I just decided to delete it. So I don't know. I know my last night was so bad and all day long I've been having like hot flashes. I don't know what's going on with me, but something's different. And thank God that really bad feeling has passed, but the head feeling hasn't passed. It's been like this. This is day 3. It's been like this for 3 days now. Really bad. And to put salt on the wound, my daughter just called me again. The one who was in Florida. She's telling me that her babysitter just up and quit. Told her she'll give her 1 week, but she wants to drive bus for schools now. And I'm like, she couldn't finish out the school year? She couldn't wait and do this till September? So, I don't know what my daughter's going to do. And of course, I want to be able to say, I can do it for you. We're talking May and June. 1.5 months. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But I just, especially after this happening today, I can't do it. Why can't somebody fix us? I'm sorry. I don't want my husband to hear me anymore because he's been downstairs hearing me cry for over an hour now. I don't want him to hear this. I'm sure he's scared. So I don't know if my brain is just... I don't know what's happening. But I definitely took 16 steps backwards in the last 3 days. So here I am in bed, and I'm gonna try to read. I tried to crochet a little bit just to distract myself. That bad feeling I had of my mother's is gone. It was 3. Literally, I thought I was gonna fall down on the ground. I had to grab something. It was so severe, and like I said, I felt like it was gonna go into vertigo because I've had vertigo. I've had benign positional vertigo before, and that's when you spin. And it didn't do that. It felt so scary. This is very scary. Okay. So, I just wanted to report that. Because I'm laying here, my husband can hear me, laying here crying to God, going, please kill me. Please. Begging God to kill me. Begging him. Please. What spouse wants to hear their loved one doing that? Okay. I'll try to check in later.